So this will be part 2 of the Bushcraft Ridge Tango Down Tonto from US Tactical Edge. And we'll get into some chopping, some cutting, some notching, some batoning, and just see what she can do. I have not sharpened this. I have not even stropped it. It came out of the box razor sharp, shaved a couple places on my leg, my arm. It's all good. I have it right now set up. I showed you guys the clip in the last video. I moved it around so that it fits. You'll see here it fits my belt perfectly. Snaps right on and then locks into place so it doesn't come undone accidentally. Now if you bump this, hit this, it's going to come up, but you're not going to lose it. Alright? And you'll notice, and then you just clip it back together and lock that back down. Alright. So again, this thing is a beast. It's heavy. I think it'll be a great chopper. In fact, let's go ahead and be more careful and not fall here and do a little bit of chopping with it and see what it does. Alright, so I'm going to start with maybe this. Just knock some of these off. Again, this is the Bushcraft Ridge Tango Down Tonto from US Tactical Edge. Mr. Eddie McLemore makes these by hand in Manchester, Tennessee. Alright, and I'm going to do some light chopping like this and see what we got. And this is thicker than my thumb. I want to say this is probably 1.5 inches across, and it made short work of it. So, but not only that, man, I'm going to trip and kill myself. Not only that, if you want to make stakes, right, or a spear point, okay, get that right up, then you can sharpen it up. So I have my stick, right? Knock these, look at that, knock those right off. So let's say, what, we're going to make a tent stake? Is that what we want to do? Let's do a tent stake. So I would take some time to make this nicer, and I would keep turning it and getting all of my, everywhere there's a raised edge, you just keep taking your edges down until you get to the point. And really, I mean, it's a tent stake. As long as it's kind of pointed, you're fine. It's going to go into the ground. Right? So there's my point. I'm happy with it. It's not perfect, but it will go into the ground. I don't have my saw out here, so let's try. We're going to baton through this. All right. I would not try this with a smaller knife, by the way. And I really, this is probably not an approved use, and he was probably cringing right there. Or he was like, yeah, no, it can take it. So yeah, that's a good test. And no rolling on the edge. You hear that deer? Still feels shaving sharp all the way through. No rolling on the edge. And we just batoned through That's bigger than my thumb. That's probably, let's look at the other edge. 1 3/4 inch. We just batoned straight through. No sawing, no nothing. We just batoned straight through it. I could still shave with that. In fact, I did, when I did that, I shaved the top layer. When I felt to see if there was a roll, I shaved the top layer of my thumb off. So here's our, it's not, I don't care that that happened. That's fine. We can still work with this. Okay. Alright, so I have my tent stake, and I'm actually going to, since I already got this working there, I'm actually going to make the tent stake on that side. And I'm just going to cut in. So we're just going to do a little bit of batoning this time. Not all the way through. But, I mean, we've already seen that it can go all the way through. Okay. That's my stop cut. Okay. You can also do that with a saw. But I put the saw back already. So, and then I'm just going to push up to that stop cut. You can also make like a bushcraft hanger like these. Okay, so all I'm doing is pushing up to my stop cut, and you can go from a little bit further back. Here. Okay, and then kind of rock down. And then if you I'm fine with them straight across like that, but if you want it to go back a little bit, you can cut an angle like this and an angle like that, and then there's like a little point that hangs down. But for tent stake, you don't really need that. That's fancy stuff. But you see, it does great. Like, I was worried because it was so big and heavy that I would have a hard time doing this finer work with it. But I mean, it's working great. Just rock that to get your, so if you got some shavings left there, like that didn't come out, well, that did come all the way off, you just rock it on the end there. And then actually, that's plenty to show you. And if I want it to go back under there a little bit, just scrape under there. But for a tent stake, this is actually probably a little, it's going to go in like that, so it'll angle that way. Your rope catches there, and there she is. So if you want to do a notch, like a square notch, it's the, I mean, you just make 2 stop cuts and then kind of get in there. And that's what I was saying, I wonder with the size of the blade, but because of that angle, I feel like, I mean, I feel like I could still get in there. And then I was saying I might have to learn how to use the, you know, up here. Like if I made a stop cut here, the blade obviously can't fit in there, but I might be able to work something out where that's shaving the wood right there. Like even, watch this. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I could do like a really tiny, let's say I had, for whatever reason, and you can also, without batoning, just kind of rock it back and forth and see the line that's forming right here to make your, just kind of rock it. So now that I have that line, Actually, I would need more stick because I don't feel safe doing this right now. But see, I can get that Tonto tip in there and shave that right out. So even though it's a larger knife and a beefier knife, and really, I'm telling you, man, this thing is a monster. See, I've already started to do that if this was just still left built up. But I could just keep doing that, just like that, and shave out with that Tonto tip. I would rather have a longer stick and be holding it this way so that I wasn't cutting toward my hand though. But see, it's removing that material. So that's really cool. And continues to be my new favorite knife. Alright guys, go check ustacticaledge.com out, or go check out ustacticaledge.com if you don't want to end your sentence with a preposition, which I'm fine doing. I used to be an English teacher, so. Alright guys, that's looking good. This thing can split, it can chop, it can shave, it can build a spear, and next, not today, another day, I'll show you using the lanyard hole, and then also why I asked for removable scales with these awesome brass pins. Alright guys, there she is. Go check out ustacticaledge.com. Mr. Eddie McLemore, handmade, Manchester, Tennessee. And I'll see you on the ridge.